to Iron Wolf, Wolfpack, Gala Strength, Photo Training, GCN Training, Athlenex, and everybody else. Thank you. So, just started my walk. From now on, you're going to be viewing my walk, my hike, should I say, through the front-facing camera. There we go. So straight away on an ascent. Again, like I did the other day, 2 days ago actually. I'm not going to film the entirety of the walk. I'll just do the first like 5-10 minutes or so. So the other day I went a different route from what I usually do when I do this walk, and I discovered a new section. It's got a decent hill. It takes about 10 minutes to ascend. To put things into perspective, when I walk up, when I hiked up Ben Nevis, it took me an hour. It takes most people 2 to 3 hours or more to do. So the hill is quite steep as well. So it's a decent little hill. Quite pleased that I found it. So it's quite unusual here today. There's a wedding somewhere. Hence there being a little food snack stand down there for their guests. Try my best not to get them on camera. You can only do so much, I suppose. I assume these youths here are part of the same party as well. Sign there that isn't usually there, leading to the wedding. It says number 27 on it below the arrow, so I'm assuming it's a wedding, or perhaps not. Also, some signs are part of the a national trail route. By trail, it could be public footpath or a bridleway, which means it's permissible to horses as well as cyclists, and some types of carriage vehicles, and they can be numbered. So it could be the 27 refers to a specific post on this section of the trail. I don't know. We have a group of mountain bikers behind us. By the sound of them, they'll appear to be female, which is unusual because usually you get a lot of male riders, so it's good to see.
Yeah, like Yorkshire. Yeah.
And it tends to be the ladies that horse ride.
Left alone, sort of thing.
Electric motor here. Still moving around, better than nothing. But yeah, like I was saying, around this area, it's predominantly females that will horse ride. You do see occasional male on a horseback though, but not many. And when you do, the males are always in full dress for the horses, and it tends to be mainly males that do mountain biking. However, they lost a few points because I noticed some electric motors. You could hear it as they cycled by, but at least they're all still trying. Some not as hard as some others. The one at the back, it's got a good idea. It's in a lower gear, so it's easy to move around as you were proceeding uphill. That's the one in a pink on the right hand side. Pink top, pink gilet by the looks of it. Hi. So we're about 60% of the hill now, and church is just at the top.
Wait, Ruben, get Toby. He's going to eat some biscuits. Toby's behind there, but...
No, they're made of chocolate.
They're all struggling now. I used to cycle this route before my back wheel kept being deflated. I'm sure one of my housemates was deflating my back wheel. Quite annoying. If I caught them, I would put them over my knee, pull down their trousers and pants, and smack their fucking horse. Oops, I'm going to have to change the age restriction now to not suitable for children. But that's what I would do if I caught somebody doing that to my bike. I like disciplined. And it's quite right that they share in the pain that that their actions can cause others. So if you're sabotaging people's belongings and it breaks, well, so using them, quite a lot of pain, even death can ensue. So it's only right that they suffer as those people whose possessions they are sabotaging could suffer. In this case, being whipped, being thrown. If you don't agree with me, I really don't care.
They put the sequel on like little checkpoints to make sure everyone's going in the right way.
That's who we're seeing then.
Yeah.
When you see them, you're right.
Sorry?
So this is a church
I've
here.
been doing topies and stuff.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
all around the corner.
Just around the corner is a big. Sorry?
So much sunnier now than the other day. Actually, no, the sun was out the other day. Just one day I came here and it was overcast, and then the sun came out after I stopped recording. Excuse me. So this is where I am. On the other side of here, we're going to enter onto a section of a trail called Pilgrim's Walk, I do believe. Get a nice view here. Beautiful. So at some point I'll have to take you guys up to the Peter Strip where I used to live. Go for a hike there, and then I'll take you on my hike up Ben Nevis. That'll be something. Unless I have a camera on my head, I'm not going to record it all, because I like to just crack on and move basically.
There's Daddy, look. Look, you see him?
Okay.
Big man. Go and see him. Go up to where you found the first.
So
Here he is.
I think this is at the bottom there's a sign that says not to use this section because it's been blocked off for erosion, but people use it. So you can see sand here. This sand is freshly laid throughout the year, so this section's okay. I think it's further down the hill they've been doing some repairs because it's quite steep, and you know, there's areas where stone has been exposed, so I think they're fixing that, putting posts in very deep into the ground, that sort of thing, making it more stable, giving plants chance to get a good root. You see things like grass and the fungus, which is prolific all over the earth, underneath the subsection of the soil. It helps to keep the soil together. Otherwise, it's just dirt, you know. So you need this flora and fauna, you know. You need this. It's part of the biodiversity. Otherwise, so that the section I was referring to is just over there. That's a bit that's been blocked off for now, just so that it can recover. So apparently there's some sort of a local school hike ongoing at the moment. So I was going to stop recording when I reach the top, the apex of the hill at the church, but I think I'll just keep recording for a little while longer. I don't know about the quality of the recording. The other day wasn't very good, or when I played it back, but of course all I can see is my Ultra HD camera, well, the image of it on the screen from the Ultra HD camera, and it's perfect, but I don't know how it's being transmitted. You know, it's mainly down to signal strength and power, really. So if either of those are lacking, then it's not going to be very good quality streaming. But I do believe my settings are on automatic, so it won't always be Ultra HD. So I just discovered a highlight. I'm just looking at things that I can do. Oh, I'll turn the flash back off. Apparently I could have flashed, but yeah, I don't want to do that. Stay away from those branches. .32 there. So the verbal designations in the numbers have nothing to do with the numbering of the post. It's just a numbering for that specific sign. So obviously these children in front of me must have some sort of ordnance, well, not necessarily, it won't be an ordnance map, but they'll have some sort of map and key, and each sign that's numbered represents a specific section towards a destination. So it looks like the higher the number, the closer they are to their endpoint, which I do believe are doubling back toward their school. Super friendly dog there, Springer Spaniel. So this part of my walk for the next 5 minutes is going to be downhill, and then it's going to be pretty level, and then it's going to be all uphill gradually at first, and then the last 10 minutes becomes quite steep now and slippery if it's just been raining. So that's probably the case because it drains down the hill from where I'll be heading up. It actually leads back up to the church over there, but I'll go along here and along the valley, just above the valley over there, and then end up going back up to the church. Obviously you can't see it through the trees, but that's basically what I'm doing. And over there's a path that leads to the road that I used to go to.
No, when they get to the place, I'll do all of it.
believe that's diseased, that tree.
I don't know. What's your name, young man? I haven't seen you before, man. Who's probably you? Yeah, my God, who's getting there? Who the fuck is this guy, huh? Very handsome chap. I've never seen one. I might have seen you on the podcast. I might have seen this guy in
Neil, stop running forward, man.
Yeah, he was getting like, he was sitting with 5 women at the same time.
He's right, I don't have time back. Well, maybe he walked like, oh, stop.
Oh, you go on, just gotta sit down.
Yeah, do a detour.
Oh, next year, yeah. Oh, God. Then I'm going in there.
I'm gonna,
Go
next year,
detour.
next year when I'm 6,
So this is hopefully one of the many pleasant days in October. September's pretty droll, drizzly, lots of rain, wind, overcast, pretty cold for September. So hopefully October is going to be between 17 to 30 degrees. That'd be great. It was a few years ago, so there's no reason why it can't be the same again. So obviously I chose the wrong time of the day to come here, because usually, like the other day, there's virtually nobody around, and now there's quite a few people around. So because that's one of our routes, I'll not take that route now. I'll take this route. Hopefully I can avoid encountering any more, school children, basically. Not that I have anything against school children, it's just I like to walk in nature because I like the illusion of being alone in nature without too many other human interactions unless necessary. It's kind of like me time, really. We got a tree there, still alive, thank God. As you can see, nice patch of grass. So, kind of reminds me of some self-guided meditations I do. With some ambient music, or some sort of a Gregorian-style chants in the background, and just do like a guided, meditative walk in my mindscape. Imagining, a country location such as this on a warm, sunny day. So yeah, it's quite nice just going out and immersing yourself in nature sometimes. So soon it's going to, when I get onto the path that I was on the other day, it's going to drop downhill pretty quickly. The road over there, I'll keep going this way. I think the other day I took the left path where I pointed out I'll go this way, so that way, to avoid more school children. I went that way before, and then I veered off to the right, which I think led me along here, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, doesn't go anywhere. So it's going to go downhill now for a few minutes. Yeah, this is a trail I was on the other day. So yeah, I did actually join up to a trail that was on the other day. I just cut a little bit out, so this trail at the moment is going to be a full minute shorter than what I did it in the other day. There's a post here. Not going that way. Not going uphill yet. It's going to level off soon actually. Unless I'm remembering wrong. Let's have a look. I do recall there's a long downhill section. Yeah, so this is probably it here. A long downhill section to where it splits, and then it goes across for a little while, and then it goes uphill.
Good afternoon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, thank you. See, this is what I like about certain areas of the country. So the children still respect their elders, which is good. You can certainly tell a person's upbringing by the manner in which they interact with people outside of their cohorts. You know, it's decent. It's good to see that level of respect. Unfortunately, in a lot of council estates and what have you, in England, Scotland and Wales, Northern Ireland and Ireland, they lack a lot of basic respect, which was inherent even during World War II, up until the 60s really, and then it started declining substantially. Just not good what's happened to aspects of culture in Great Britain, mainly around respect for others and respect for authority. So there's a warning here, tells you about disease. So it's ash dieback disease weakens the structure of ash trees and causes trees to become unstable. Is now present for other sign persisting affected public safety. So we just need to be vigilant, and we're walking through this area at our own risk. I say our because like you're with me right now, but it's just me that's risking myself. Should be okay. See, that's a holly vine. It's been cut. Parasite, basically. I don't know if it's symbiotic at all or if it just feeds off a tree. A lot of such parasites in nature do tend to be symbiotic, but don't quote me on that. Some of them are just pure parasites. There's no symbiosis, there's no benefit to what it is feeding off. Right, not swinging my arm much. It's actually slowing down my egress actually. So this is uphill now. It's going to be uphill like this from about 5 to about 20 degrees, probably for 5 or 10 minutes if I remember correctly, and then I do believe it goes downhill for about 5 minutes, then it goes along for about a minute, and then it goes uphill gradually for about 5 minutes, then downhill again for about 7 minutes, then it goes along, very gradual hill, and then I turn right onto a path, and then it's uphill, getting steeper and steeper for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be at the church. So I think now might be a good time for me to stop recording, just so that I can hasten my pace. I don't like walking so slow, so I'm going to start speeding up now as a sign off. Alright guys, God bless, peace and love. Remember, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the Son of God, loves you. He He died for you and your sins. Peace. And as much as you can receive a blessing, be ye blessed.